come back together. Okay, you guys, and then I seated out there a couple of 95 core. We bought a couple kits and I said, hey, will you pilot this? Will you pilot this? Will you pilot this? And I said, okay, at our next meeting, will you speak to how you felt about that and what you saw as benefits or detractors? They came back, they presented at the next staff meeting. I said, okay, we're going to make a decision on what's going forward next. And at this point, after these people had already said they liked 95 core, we're going to move forward with core.
What did
People
they
are
say they
like,
liked
okay.
about it? Do you remember? Do you remember when they
I
came in and
think
they
they
said,
like that
"Oh,
it is all together done for
man,
them,
say that." Say,
all together.
listen. So there's a lot of programs that it's like, here's the thing, and then you got to splice in this other one. A lot of them, that's the thing now. It's like we don't do that well, so just use them. But that now I gotta learn two things.
Mhm.
I gotta bring home like
Yep.
4 or 5 manuals. That's not gonna go over well on the home front. I can tell you that by experience. They see you coming home with that bag, like, oh no, here we go again. Here we
Nope.
go again. So they like 95% group because it was all in one. It was self-contained,
So, and it
and
completely mirrors what Letters teaches. It is the example, basically. They never say it, but it mirrors what Letters is telling you from the research that students need, especially in the lower grades. And it is put together, and the 5 components are there, right? All put together. Here, start with phonemic awareness. Here's your phonics. Here's your phoneme graphing mapping. Here's your fluency practice. Here's your comprehension practice. All done in one place, and it's 30 minutes a day, every day. It's consecutive, and it has an intervention suite to match it. We liked that. We liked that all of our students now, like you walk into kids are saying, using the vocabulary, that's a phonogram, that's a this, and they're able to identify that because it's consistent. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 2.5, and now tier 3.
2.5.
Everyone.
Look, I just we don't want this scripted. We don't want whatever, all the criticism, phonics is too much of that is bad. And I'm like, who raised y'all? What kids love to learn? And if it's legit,
Okay.
and I'm assuming the teacher is not just a robot up there, spouting off
Oh,
dittos. The
nope.
teacher's gonna teach. Come on now.
Absolutely.
And if the teacher is breathing into it and the stuff is good and the kids are learning, and I don't know. Some people like maybe it's ideological, the phonics or the
I
scriptedness.
feel we definitely had a little bit of that at the beginning. Really, what I heard more is my higher students are going to be bored. And I
Right.
was like,
Yes.
oh, no, no, no. Let's talk about that. The higher kids love to see how things work inside and out, right? And so
Yes.
when we are there taking apart, it is like taking apart a Lego puzzle. Like we're going to take it apart and show you the insides. The kids, all of the kids
Oh
are
my God.
so engaged. And
Yeah.
it's magical. The things that I get to witness when I walk into classrooms and the kids are whipping through the word study, and they come to we have a question. Why does the IE, they'll run into my office asking me questions,
Yeah.
specific questions.
Yeah.
It's pretty special.
I'm like, dude, have you ever taught, like really taught this stuff and
Yes.
lesson study and etymology of the words? I was like,
Yes.
think of it as one big spelling bee. You know how those kids on the spelling bee is like, oh, the origin is Greek or French, and it always have to, and they're figuring it out like it's like a
Mhm.
like a so, and they love that
Yes.
stuff.
They
I'm like,
love
man,
it.
you have to be like if that's boring, dude, I I question your pedagogy because you
I
have to
agree.
make that boring. Kids
Well, and I
love
think,
mysteries.
yeah, I agree.